All right, welcome back to another episode of Track the House. We're going to be looking at bills to be considered on the House floor this week. This is the week of March 20th, 2023. So, the week from March 20th to March 26th. Um, got several items that may be considered under the suspension of rules, and just one under the items that may be considered pursuant to the rule. So, yeah, let's dive right in. Alrighty, let's start out with House Bill 1093. It was introduced by Representative Michael McCall, a Republican out of Texas's 10th District on February 7th, 2023. It's a bill to direct the Secretary of State to submit to Congress a report on implementation of the Advanced Capabilities Pillar of the Trilateral Security Partnership between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States. So, it's part of the AUKUS partnership, which is Australia, United Kingdom, and the United States. That partnership was created in 2021 to give Australia nuclear-capable submarines. It is the sense of Congress that the enhanced trilateral security partnership between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States is intended to positively contribute to peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific region through enhanced deterrence. So basically, this bill is telling the Secretary of Defense to submit a report to Congress on how this is working. So, what else do we need to give to Australia to help calm down tensions in the Indo-Pacific region? It's just so the United States doesn't have to be over there, but they have partners that are over there. So they're going to deal with the South China Sea, help Korea, blah blah. It's just to relieve some tension for the United States. Yep, it's I would imagine it's going to get passed just because it has to do with the Department of Defense. And just about everything for them gets passed. So there you have that one. All right, next we have House Bill 1159, which was introduced by Representative Ann Wagner, a Republican out of Missouri's 2nd District. And it's a bill to amend the Taiwan Assurance Act of 2020 to require periodic reviews and updated reports relating to the Department of State's Taiwan guidelines. So you're just basically dealing with they're taking stuff out and then adding things. I don't know. A lot of weird things with Taiwan. A lot of bills get added. A lot of bills get passed for them. It makes you wonder if they know what's going on or coming more than we do. Well, they obviously do, but what is coming is the question. All right, next on the list we have House Bill 406, introduced by Representative Joaquin Castro, who is a Democrat from Texas, his 20th district. It was introduced on January 20th, 2023. And it is a bill to provide for the treatment of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations as an international organization for purposes of International Organizations Immunity Act and for other purposes. The short title is This Act can be cited as providing appropriate recognition and treatment needed to enhance relationships with a Sean Act, or the Partner with a Sean Act, which is interesting. And it's just basically that extension to the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, it's a lot of this stuff needs to go through Congress to pass treaties and stuff. It's just extending the rules to include Congress in these negotiations and such. Again, another bill over Southeast Asian nations. What do they know that we don't? What's coming? What are they preparing for? All right, next we just have a concurrent resolution. It was introduced by David Kostoff, a Republican from Tennessee's 8th District. It's authorizing the use of Emancipation Hall in the Capitol Visitor Center for a ceremony as part of the commemoration of the days of remembrance of victims of the Holocaust. So, I mean, it's just to give authorization that the Capitol Visitor Center can be used on April 20th, 23 for a ceremony as part of the commemoration of the days of remembrance of victims of the Holocaust. So preparations, the physical preparations for the ceremony described in subsection A shall be carried out in accordance with such conditions that the architect of Capitol may subscribe. So it's just giving authorization to have this remembrance at the Capitol. All right, that does it for this week's episode of Bills to be Considered on the House Floor. The House will be in session next week, so we already have some bills being eyed on to be voted on. Here we go. We got one. So we have House Bill 1, Lower Energy Cost Act. That's the first one, the item that may be considered pursuant to a rule next week. So make sure you come back next week so we can discuss more items Congress is going to be voted on. And if you didn't like any of the bills that I showed you today, you can always go to congress.gov, find your representative by just typing in their name in the search bar, finding their number or email, calling them, and telling them your displeasure. Thank you, and have a nice day.